Hi Julia, what's here? Welcome to my YouTube channel. So this is going to be the first of my demos using the new Sentimentally Yours Festive collection. And this year the Festive collection is huge. It's rather lovely as well, and it will work with other dies that have been released recently as well, which Phil did hint to you when he launched the Layered Differently collection last month. So you can see on my desk I've got this die set here. This is the new Festive collection Layered Elegance Bauble. It is, as the name suggests, layered. So maybe you can see from the pictures, and you can definitely see from the dies, we've got a layered bauble in here as well. So we've also got a couple of ovals in here, which for your sentiment, and we've also got an alternative sentiment pair of layered dies there, plus lots of embellishment dies. We've got snowflakes, and there is a separate snowflake set in the collection as well. You've got your bauble topper, you've got your string with your bow on it. So these are embellishment dies, and we'll go into those when we do the demo. And then you've got some little holly sprigs in it as well. And throughout this new collection, you'll notice that there is piercing detail all around the edges, and that works perfectly with the Layered Differently dies, which were released last month and last year with the series 1 of Layered Differently. And I am going to be using these dies with it. I'm going to be using one of the Magnificent rectangles, and I'm going to be using the Exquisite rectangles as well. So should we crack on and have a look? I should tell you that you'll find the products over on my website, juliawattscrafts.co.uk, and you'll also find them over at honeypotcrafts.co.uk too. We are the only 2 retailers where you can get them, and they are available on Hobbymaker when Phil does the TV shows, and that's it. Okie dokie. So, there is some other new products that we're going to be using as well. So we'll start back up, I think. So we have an A5 card blank. Pretend. I know it's not. It's for the TV, so it's not. It's almost an A5. So we've got an A5 piece of card here, and then using the I think this is from the Exquisite. No, this is from the Magnificence. I've used the largest rounded corner die from the Magnificence rectangles, and this is cut using the sky blue card. I'm just going to change my glasses because I'm not very happy with my glasses at the minute. Those don't work, so we'll use these that don't work either, but these don't work better than the other ones that don't work. Anywho, so that's the only Magnificent rectangle that I'm using. You could of course use the largest die from the Exquisite. I thought we'd just mix up the rounded corner and the chopped off. Now this next die here, I've used this smaller die from the Exquisite rectangles. Look at this. This is amazing. Look at the detail on this. So this is one of the new 3D embossing folders, and it's called Holly Boughs, and it's an 8x8. I mean, look the deboss detail as well. Oh, absolutely stunning. So this is the full folder, 8x8. Obviously you'll get it in a packet, yes, just absolutely stunning, and you'll definitely, I think they're going to be very, very popular. Remember to mist both sides of the card before you pop it through your die cutting machine, so that the card can shrink into the embossed detail of the folder. But very tactile, and you could actually use the reverse side and fill that in with texture paste if you wanted to. Absolutely stunning. So that's my bottom layer. So we're going to stick those together straight away, and then they can be flattening underneath my board. couldn't believe it when I first ran this one through. And also the poinsettia one, I think that, mind you, the two snowflake ones are lovely as well. But this one and the poinsettia one with the real wow, 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 wow. Unfortunately for the snowflakes, I did these first. Otherwise the snowflakes would have had a wow, 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 wow as well. But, you know, snowflakes are gorgeous anyway. So I definitely get those as well. There's 4 new folders in this release. So I think Phil will be selling them on the TV in packs, in pairs. Absolutely stunning. Right, we're not edging it with any ink or anything. We're keeping it nice and crisp and clean. So we'll put our pretend card blank to one side for a minute. Then I have cut the largest die from the Exquisite rectangles out of the sky blue card, and I've also used the largest die and the next, but no I haven't, I'm telling fibs already. I've used the 4th die and the 2nd die. Come here, to cut myself a frame which is going to sit nicely onto my piece there. Then this fall away piece here, I thought, why waste it? I mean, that's lovely as it is, but why waste it? So this is the fall away piece, and I've embossed this using the new Nordic Snowflakes 8x8 embossing folder. It is a 3D, but the 3D isn't quite as deep as in fact, I don't know which way around it's supposed to be. I think it's this way around. I'm sure it is. Is that deboss? Yeah, deboss is on the top, so that is the right way. The deboss of the lines is on the top, but this is great. So you could actually cut these squares out if you wanted to, and make all sorts of different patterns if you actually embossed it in different colours. So there's an idea that I might do or might not do. But yes, so I've done that, and that will actually sit and slip back inside there, like that. Okay, so am I going to stick that together straight away? No, I'm not. No, I'm going to work on this and then stick it together. So let's come to our bauble, which is the exciting part, which is the Christmassy bit. Remember, this is the Elegance Bauble. There is another bauble called the Opulence Bauble. These names. So the outside die, this one, when you cut that one, so I've got lots of little pieces, so I might not be using all of them. When you cut that one, you get this one, and I cut this out of silver mirror card. Lovely. Then we've got the next size one. So we've got this one. So that next size one. Obviously, it's up to you how many layers you use, because it's a layering one, and it's just like with the layered differently. You can use whatever you want. And I've cut this one out of the sky blue card, and that's going to sit on there nicely when I actually put it on properly. Okay, so that's got a nice little border around it. So that's that one. And then our 3rd layer of the bauble, there's just 3 layers of the baubles, don't need too many. I've cut out of white card, and that's going to go there like that. Okay, so there's our 3 layers. Obviously they're not behaving properly because they're not glued down yet. I want to show you some different kind of variations before I glue it. In fact, those 3 layers are going to get glued as they are. Right, so, and that will go on here. See, it fits nicely into that. Okay, so different variations. So we've got this die here and this die here. Excuse my window, it's the wind in the window. I don't know if you can hear it. It sounds like a cat snoring, but it isn't, because the cat's not in this room. Right, so this die cuts this very delicate oval out, and that of course will fit nicely in there. Okay, obviously if you didn't use this bauble and you perhaps cut this out of a different colour, then that's going to give you a bigger border on that. Okay, hopefully you can see that. And then you also get the inside bit, which is quite usable because it's got this kind of deckled edge to it, so you could use that on there like so. Then you've got these two laying ring dies here. So these two will just fit nicely. Got a bit there. Where's my rubber? Dirty mark. Where did that come from? Oh, it's beyond me. Where's this dirty mark come from? I've not done anything dirty yet. Yeah, that's gonna have to disappear. Right, okay. Right. Pretend that wasn't there. So then we've got, like I say, we've got these two ovals here, which are obviously going to fit beautifully in the centre like that. Gorgeous. And of course, if you wanted to, you could emboss that back bauble layer, and you will see the design team from the design team have actually done that. But we've got these peculiar looking dies here, and these will fit into this area here as an extra embellishment. I'll hold it up to show you in a sec, and that goes in there. See, attention to detail, they're very fine detail indeed. Let's try and pick that up. Look at that, isn't that pretty? So pretty. Then you could, if you wanted to, don't know if this will fit actually, I haven't looked. There's this one, which is these two dies up here, and you can actually put this one on here. So you could stack it and stack it and stack it like that, give you lots of detail, but you can also obviously take that out and put that in the centre like so, and that gives you another different look. We can get rid of those, so they won't actually work with this big one. We can bring this in. Yes, I don't think they'll work with that. I think they're too big for this. Let me just check. Yeah, they're a bit too big for that. But you can see there's lots and lots of different mixing and matching that you can do. You can also bring in, come on here. You can also bring in, let's put this one actually, so that's nice having that deckled edge. You can also bring in one of the snowflakes, or a couple of the snowflakes. You do get snowflakes, and put a snowflake in the centre, and that kind of changes the look completely. And I mustn't forget that you've also got the little bauble topper, and it is different in the opulent set, and that will go on top there just to give you a little bit more detail. And then you've got your bow, which will sit on there as well, and then you can have your hangy bauble. Lots and lots of different permutations. Right, so I've got to now decide what I'm going to do with this. So we are going to have these 3 layers as is, so we're going to stick these 3 layers together and stick our bauble topper on. So you can imagine if you just did lots and lots of cutting of lots and lots of bits of coordinating colours, or you could just cut a load of traditional colours, so your gold, your green and your red, and a little bit of either cream or white, and you can start mixing and matching them and layering them up. And you can actually, you don't need anything other than this die set. You don't actually need, obviously I've used the Exquisite rectangles on this one. The Magnificent rectangles work beautifully as well, just to give us a little bit of a more elegant background for them to sit on, rather than just a plain, you know, chopped matten layer. So I'm trying to get that straight. It likes to move around on mirror card. Of course, it's naughty. Point. Right. Okay. But yes, you can actually make these cards very, very quickly, but they will look very, very elegant. You could do pop-out cards and have the baubles hanging from the middle of a pop-out card. That'd be a nice thing to do. Whether I'll get round to it or not, I don't know. But, you know, the idea's there for you already. Okay, there we go. There's our 3 layers on there. Then we'll put our a little I could do with my fine tip glue applicator, which is got bound up, so that's not happening. Tweezers. There they are. I'll just dip it into some kitchen roll to remove some of the excess, and then we can pop it down directly on top of the other one. Fabulous. Obviously that's going to give me a bit of dimension because it's 2 pieces thick, and you're going to get that decorative piece there. Right, so where are we at now? We're going to put, I think we're going to put these on first. Now these are very, very delicate, so what we're going to do is, Karen sent me one of these brush glues, so we're going to use some of that to do the dipping. So we just brush some of this on our crash sheet. You could use spray glue. I know some of the design team are using spray glue, but I don't like spray glue, so it's not happening. It's just quicker than drawing with your glue. Come here. And then I'm just dipping it in that kitchen roll at the top. Just wipe the tweezers a minute. And then this is going to go at the top, like so. See that that's not, hope that's straightish, right. And then we're going to dip this other one in. And you will need something like this kind of method to do the intricate panels on the cracker. Just dipping it in on the kitchen roll again. And then this is going to go down here. Like so. Okie dokie. With minimal amount of mess. Let me just clean this mess up. So I've put far too much glue out. But there's a heck of a lot. Like I say, if you were batch making, you could do all of those bits at the same time, and you wouldn't be wasting any glue then. You do get, how much do you get? 100ml in this pot, so there's quite a lot of glue in that pot. Right, okay, so that's that done. Now I think I am going to go for this panel here, like that. Look how fabulous that looks. And am I going to stack it? I don't know if I'm going to stack it yet, I haven't decided. Right, so look how fabulous that looks. Wonderful, right. Sentiment, we need a sentiment on here. I haven't got the sentiments out. So we're using the Festive Charm Sentiments and Extras, which were released last Christmas to coordinate with the Festive Charm Creative Pack. Have a look at On Impact Crafts. You might find you should find the stamp set, and you might find some of the creative packs left as well. So we are going to use, let's have a look. We are going to see what will fit in here. Obviously not one of the big ones. Probably just Happy Christmas. I like Happy Christmas. That works for me. Have I got a block on my desk? I have. That's very handy. And what colour should I do it? Should I do, I think I'm going to do it, because we've used Silver Mirror Card, I think I'm going to use Morning Mist, which is the grey Versafine Clair, rather than the Arctic blue. I hope that I stamp this. Okay. Because it's like a silver grey, so I mean you could stamp and emboss if you wanted to. I'm quite lazy nowadays, and I don't actually stamp and emboss very often, which is a shame really, because it is stunning when you do it. Here we go. There's our Happy Christmas. Tell you what we might do though. Yes, I think we will. What we might do is actually clean this off. Going off at a tangent as always. Clean this off, and I think what we'll do is, because there's some snowflakes on this stamp set, so I think we will take this small stamp, a snowflake from the centre here, and we'll just grab a piece of paper so we don't make a mess, and actually we'll use the little acrylic circle, because that's really useful, and we'll use Arctic. I might regret this, but who knows. This is Arctic, isn't it? Yes. And we'll have one. Do I want more than one? One, two. I'm going to just leave it like that. I'll show you in a second. Side. So I've just got a little bit coming off. I've got that bit at the top and a little bit coming off that. So when that goes on here, and that goes on there, I think that works quite nicely. Okay, right. Let's glue that down. Still have some 1mm foam tape, still haven't got any. It's very hard to find. So do we want to have that raised? Thing is, I want to put this on here. See, I'm thinking here, and if I want to put this on, which I do, come here, I want to put that on there. That's got to be flat really, rather than with glue. So this layer's got to go on flat. So let's get this on here first. Oh, get off. I will put a full list, or there is a full list of what I've used in the description, so you can head on over to either my website or the Honeypot Crafts website and find the products. We both stock Versafine Clair. As I said, the stamps I don't have, because they're from last year, but there might be some on Honeypot. I do have the embossing folders and the new dies at the moment. Right, I'm going to use those. I want it to be in the middle. Well, because when I embossed it with the line in the middle. So if I point my bauble into the middle, my point of my bauble, then I should be straight. Okay. Like so. I need to dip this in. Flip, 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 flip. Can you tell this is the first video I've done with these? By the end of all my series of videos, I'll do all of my gluing at the same time, and it'll be good. It'll be fine. There we go, a little bit more. Can you hear my window? It's such a funny noise. I'm so glad I don't sleep in this room. It was originally a bedroom, this room, from the previous people that own the house. But it's obviously my office and craft room. And I'm so pleased I don't sleep in it. Mind you, I suppose you get used to that sort of thing, don't you? It's a very weird noise. Okay. Let's get rid of some of the excess. And we will pop that in the centre there. I don't know why I put glue on the rest of it, because the rest of the what's it called? The rest of the ribbon isn't actually touching it. So we've got that there. So I'm going to just trim this off a wee bit shorter. Just to there. And that should go underneath my next layer. Should do. Right. All the plans and all that. Have I finished doing this? I don't know if I have. I'm going to keep that glue for a minute. It might dry by the time I get round to using it. So, where are we? We are getting our exquisite jobbies. This is going to go in here. It's going to slot in there. And then that will go underneath there. You see that hides that there. I could raise that slightly. I don't want to. I'm going to have it flat. Do I know what I'm doing? No. Am I making it up as I'm going along? Not really. I did have a plan. But, you know, sometimes plans go awry, don't they? So what we're going to do is we're going to put the glue on here. I'm making it more difficult than it needs to be because I've got this frame around it. I'm sure when you watch Phil demo, he'll be doing this a lot more efficiently than me. And I'm going to put some glue on the back of this so it's all ready as well. You can hear the emboss, can't you, when you put the glue on? Right, okie dokie. So, that's ready. This is going on here. Still got that glue. You watch me stick something in that glue. Put that to one side. Don't need that. Don't need those. And what am I doing? Oh, I'm putting this on. That's what I'm doing. Let's hold it with my tweezers. Doesn't matter if there's any glue in the middle because it's going to get covered up by my other layer. I do want my points to point in the right place. I want that to lift up a wee bit. So we can then take this and pop that in there like that. See, it's working. All good. Oh, shush. It's so funny. You do get ever such a slight shrinkage with the embossing folders, which shush, which means that you can you have like almost like a little border going around, which is quite nice. So I'm wanting that to stick now. So we're going to just pop it underneath here just for a minute. I'm going to take this one out. Let's put this to one side and we're going to stick the card onto my base. I've still got that glue there. I'm very well aware of that. And we're going to put some 2mm foam tape on the back of this. Scissors. There they are. So you will find across all the design team samples that we've used lots and lots of different colours. So you might, I really like different colours for Christmas. So I really like blues. Obviously blue works, it's a cold colour so that works. But I like purple. I think the warm stone will make a really nice different colour Christmas card. I love the traditional as well, but the pastel colours are really nice to use. And the papers, look out for the papers because the papers are in blues and pinks and they will go with the new mirror card, which as I record this, we don't have the papers or the mirror card just yet. But when we do, I'm sure they will feature in some of the samples. I'll put a bit of print on the back so that we can move it if we need to. And it won't sort of detract from the strength of the foam tape. Sorry, I'm trying to think and do at the same time, which is a bit of a challenge nowadays. So this is going to go on here. Beautiful. Perfect. If I can get it straight. That's of course assuming my chopper's straight and the card's straight. Okay, so where's my other bit? Here it is. Okay, so this is going to be raised up on here as well. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So I've kept the glue because I'm not sure if I'm going to add some extra snowflakes or not, so we'll decide that as and when. And a little bit on the side bit. Take the backs off. Excuse me, my frog. bit more Prit. Don't know where I've been. So we go again. And we'll have this in the centre. Now I'm going to have it slightly up, so not in the centre, sort of that way. So it's a little bit further up depth, big more space here than there is there. Beautiful. And this, are we going to raise this? I think we will. I think we will. More 2mm. If I had 1mm, it'd be on 1mm, but I haven't got any, so this is what we're at. I'll be fed up of me hearing that. I'll have a celebration when I get some 1mm foam tape. And we'll put this in the centre. With our lovely embellishments above and below. Don't think I got them 100% straight, but as near as. So I was wondering whether to have, so we've got 2 different sizes of snowflakes in the bauble set. Let's just grab it. So we've got this one and we've got this one, and they are new shapes. So I've got a couple that I cut out because I wasn't sure if I wanted them or not. So I'm wondering whether to have, I don't know, a couple on the top, a couple on the bottom. I don't know if they work or not. They're quite nice, and then we could put a pearl in the centre, couldn't we? Should we do that? Yes, Julia, let's do that. Well, thank you for your input. It's not like a live, is it? I have to answer my own questions. It's like talking to the cat. At least I get the answers I want. It has started. It is dry, really. So we're going to put one here. I need some more glue. I will put some pearls in the centre as well. I think that silver pearls might be nice. I wonder if I can grab the silver pearls. Have one there like that. And this one's going up here. You could, of course, cut them out of self-adhesive, double-sided self-adhesive as well. I do have some of that on my website. I have the Elizabeth Craft Designs one, which is super quality. I've always thought that's the best one. I'm a little bit overboard with the glue on that one. Right, let me see if I can find my silver pearls. There they are. Excellent, excellent. Have I got any 8s? That's the question. So I think pick up tools. must have. I think an 8 in each corner might be nice. We've got any 8s. That's a 5. Is that it again? Can you hear it? The 5 would be nice in there. Yeah, 5 goes well in there. Have I got any more 8s? There's another one there. There's another one there. I need one more. There's another one there. Excellent. Excellent. Right. Okie dokie. Let's get these done. I could dip them in there, but I'm not going to. We are going to take these off. That one's less shiny, that one. I'm not going to use that one. We're going to have one of these in each corner, which is a little bit of a challenge because of the 3D embossing folder, because it's so deep. And then we'll have one in each of the snowflakes. You could of course paper piece the bits in if you wanted to. They'd make a great background actually if you cut lots and lots of snowflakes and stuck them onto a piece of card, and once the glue's dry you can run it through with an embossing folder and that would make a fabulous background. That's a bit high up, that one. Best invention ever, this pick-up tool. Makes life so much easier. Oh, shush. Windows. Can you hear the windows? Comment if you can hear the windows, because I think it's really funny. 4 pearls there. And then we've got our little 8s in here. Go in you go. That's a bit of a smaller hole, so that's a bit more of a challenge for the pearl to go in. And obviously because we've used mirror card, the little silver pearls are perfect, and you will find the pearls over at Honeypot Crafts. I don't have them, I've never had them, I'm not allowed them, but as I said, you'll find them over at Honeypots. So that's it, we've finished. Let's put that. Come here. There we go. That's it, we've finished. Oh, that's why that was there. That's the one that's come out of that. Got a bit of glue on the back. I wonder I had difficulty picking it up. Let's grab a bit of that glue, maybe, and put that there. You will stick, because I want you to. There we go. Let's hope they stay on for when they're at the studio. Give them a really good push. Yeah. Okay, that's a better look, isn't it? Because it's got a pearl in the middle now. So I hope you enjoyed that. My first demo with the new layering baubles. So once again, I have used this one, the layered Elegance Bauble. Yep, see, layered Elegance Bauble. So the code is SYCD0207 if you want it. Okay. And as I said, the full list of what I've used is in the description of this video, and you will find the products over on my website juliawattscrafts.co.uk and also over at honeypotcrafts.co.uk too. Do like and subscribe on my YouTube channel if you've not already. Lots and lots and lots of videos and lots more to come. Thank you for watching.